I can't go for that.
Why not? It's better than detention.
I'll say it's like setting the kid free on a tropical island.
Mr. Dobson, if I allow for the transference of supervision to Puerto Rico, there's no way to enforce the conditions of probation.
Exactly. He'll be out of the system and wreaking havoc.
He's a 13-year-old boy.
A 13-year-old boy who had in his possession 3 grams of cocaine and $120 in cash.
A 13-year-old boy who deserves a few years on Long Lane.
Geez, I thought the whole idea of an informal discussion was to compromise.
Mr. Dobson, you were the one moving for a pretrial probation. Give Mr. Carr a reason to play ball.
His aunt and uncle are a stable working couple that live 50 miles from the nearest city. His mother's prepared to relocate there with him.
His mother's willing to quit her job.
Job, apartment, boyfriend, she's willing to give it all up.
Well, that's a significant commitment.
I want confirmation of the address.
No problem.
A one-way ticket.
Done.
Proof that the boy is enrolled in a school.
Catholic school, very traditional, quasi-medieval.
Are we done?
Not quite.
Jeez, just slit my wrist.
Mr. Caro.
I want the boy to get one of your rants.
My what?
One of your lectures, I mean. They make an impression.
Are you making fun of me, Mr. Caro?
Your Honor, I am not. You have a certain hectoring tone in your voice when you really get going that registers with these kids.
I'll see what I can do, if the spirit moves me. We're gonna go back on the record. Let the record show that both parties have come to an agreement. The respondent will relocate to Puerto Rico. Mr. Rivera, would you step forward, please? I can only hope that you appreciate the great lengths that your family and Mr. Dobson and the Assistant State Attorney have gone to help you pull together a real life.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. When your mother moved here from Puerto Rico, she did it because she wanted a better future for you. And instead, what she got was a son who spat on every value she holds dear because he decided to sell drugs. You dashed your mother's hope for a new start in the land of opportunity. Her chance at a new life was ruined because you disgraced her. You must make it up to her, Mr. Rivera, if it takes you the rest of your life.
Ma'am, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Cálmate.
Te amo.
Are you worried for the safety of your children?
No. He's a good father.
How many children do you have?
2 boys, 6 and 9.
Mrs. DeBello, you're going to have to tell me how I can help you.
I made a mistake. We had a fight, and I told them that I might leave and take the boys with me, which I would never do.
Did your husband threaten you?
He loves us. They're his sons.
Did he strike you?
Not this time. Not in a while, but things are getting bad at work, and that makes him crazy. He says such terrible things to us, and I'm afraid.
Can you move out? Is there a relative or friend you could stay with?
Not really.
Are you afraid of retribution if you leave? Afraid that your husband might come after you?
I know he would.
There are shelters, Mrs. DelBello. There are programs for women at risk.
He can't know. I came to you. If you could do it, so maybe he thought it was a neighbor or the school. You must have anonymous tips. Could you do that?
Mrs. DelBello, if your husband has threatened you before or hurt you, we can involve the police.
He'd kill me, Miss Gray. Please, will you try?
Yes. All right. I'll try to find a way to approach him without involving you.
God bless you. You're a wonderful person.
Hey, I missed you in court this morning.
I had to clear tomorrow's docket.
Tell me it's because I have tomorrow off.
Well, you're going on a trip.
A trip to where?
Marston.
Marston.
It's a hearing on the motion to modify custody order regarding a 12-year-old boy who was taken from his mother when she was put in rehab.
And now she wants him back.
The boy was put on Ritalin. She's challenging the diagnosis.
Doesn't Judge Brinkman cover Marston?
Judge Brinkman sees the same psychiatrist as the boy, so he recused himself.
Is this because I'm a new judge?
It's your turn, Judge Gray. Fair and square.
So you going with me?
That's up to you.
What do you think?
I'll drive.
She's having all of those weird cravings. Chocolates, SpaghettiOs, ding-dongs. Evie's getting really big.
Pregnant women get big. That's a baby in there, not ding-dongs.
Well, it's a big baby.
Maybe you're pregnant too, Mommy. You like SpaghettiOs.
I'm not pregnant, Lauren.
How do you know?
I know. Eat your pie.
Your mother can't be pregnant. She doesn't even have a husband.
Evie doesn't have a husband. How did she get pregnant?
You want to take that, Peter?
The dinner table is not an appropriate venue for this discussion.
Are you pregnant?
No. Eat your pie.
Because I want to have a baby brother.
Hey, Mom, can you pick up Lauren after school tomorrow? Vincent's on a deadline. I'm working out of town. I might be late.
No, I can't. I have a situation at work. Where are you going?
I'm subbing in Marsden.
Backwater detail. That's the worst.
I mean, I could do it.
Well, that'd be great. I mean, if that's okay with you. I know you have to work too.
Evie could help. It'd be fun.
We can talk more about babies.
Great.
Yeah.
Mrs. Del Bello, I'm going to talk to your husband at his work. You won't be present. Your name will not enter into it. I'm going to tell him that, yes. I understand. I've done this before, Mrs. Del Bello. Don't worry.
She embezzles thousands of dollars from the department and is reinstated after a 1-week suspension?
You're welcome, Mrs. Del Bello. No, you're very welcome.
Maxine, a moment of your time. I realize this is a bit awkward, but you know my philosophy of not letting things fester.
What is she doing here?
I'm sure we can all behave like professionals.
There are criminal charges pending.
Yes. And the investigation is ongoing, but it's going to take time. We can use her help till then.
Use her help for what exactly? Loot the coffee money fund?
What I would like to do is turn our energies toward those who need them, children at risk.
And I'm sure we're all on the same page there.
Oh, the hell we are. She stole money from this department. I'm supposed to take orders from her?
I told you, Jim.
With regard to the ongoing investigation, Susie will have no access to the department's finances until this whole mess is resolved.
This is bizarre.
Maxine, we have jobs to do. Make it work.
I glanced at the log today and I saw that you had a visit from an abused spouse. Will you be taking the children?
Given the husband's volatility, I think we should be a bit more delicate with this one. I'm still considering my approach to Mr. Del Bello.
Make no mistake about it, Maxine. I am in charge. And given what's happened between us, I'm just not inclined to give you the benefit of the doubt in any situation. I want those children protected. Get a judge to sign the OTC.
I can't get an OTC on a single uncorroborated allegation. I need to investigate. Otherwise, no judge worth her beans will sign it.
Then start investigating. You're good at that.
Small town America. What?
Nothing. It is small town America.
Might be a nice change for us. See, it's very picturesque.
Is that French for small? Where am I supposed to sit?
Judge Amy Gray. Hi, I'm Caitlin Barger. I'll be your court clerk during your stay.
Miss Barger.
Oh, please call me Caitlin. We don't stand too much on ceremony in Marston.
I'm Mr. Van Exel, Judge Gray's CSO.
Oh, we didn't expect you to bring your own person. I usually handle most everything.
Mr. Van Exel will need a place to sit.
Of course, Judge Gray. We'll see if we can't set you up in the style to which you're obviously accustomed.
Hey, that does not look like cop shop coffee.
That's much better for bribing cops, and that's swell.
You gonna bribe me right here in the hallowed halls of justice?
You want to drink that before it gets cold.
You wouldn't happen to be digging through dirt on unfair increases in speeding ticket fines, would you?
Deep Rack, highly placed source, anonymous insider.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's an urban myth. It's not gonna happen. Sorry.
I knew it was too good to be true. What the hell am I gonna write about now?
I don't know. But everybody's buzzing about how they're gonna drop charges against the guy who shot you.
Even the murder charges?
No. Secondary kidnapping and attempted murder. The suppression hearing's tomorrow.
Why?
Because Warren's gonna testify that you were unduly pressured into making the identification.
Me personally?
Huh. Hey, it's no shame in getting your ID tossed. Thanks for the job.
Louise? There's something crunchy in my sandwich.
No extra charge.
It's a grilled cheese sandwich.
I'll get you another.
No, thanks. Just more coffee, please.
What do you think it was?
What?
In your sandwich. Mine's a grilled cheese, too.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's something innocuous. Lettuce or a toenail.
That's why I always pack my own lunch.
I eat here 3 times a week. I usually don't have a problem.
You live nearby?
Work nearby. At social services. What's your excuse?
I honestly don't have one. Except I was raised in the South. I spent a lot of time in diners.
Have you lived in Hartford long?
2 years. My business relocated down here from Dallas about 2 years ago.
How do you like it?
I don't know. It's growing on me.
Really?
Well, it's a little cold for my blood. My kids are spread out all over the South. Can't even get them to come up here and visit me. My wife was still alive. She never would have let me move.
You know, I have the opposite problem. I can't get my children to leave.
We always want what we don't have. What about your husband? Does he work nearby?
He passed away several years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anything else, sir?
Oh, yeah, I'll give my checklist, thanks. Oh, by the way, my name is Jared Duff.
Maxine Gray.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Oh, I don't believe it.
What's wrong?
I left my wallet at the office.
Oh, well, don't worry. Louise, this nice gentleman left his wallet at work. Now, you could start a tab for him, couldn't you?
We only do that for special customers.
I'm sure he is special.
We only do it for you.
Oh. Well, we'll put it on my tab.
Oh, no, I couldn't let you do that. Please.
I was looking for a good deed today.
Well, all right, if you let me reciprocate. Let me take you to dinner.
Oh, that's hardly a fair trade.
No, this was great. I eat far too many meals alone. How about LaSalle tonight?
LaSalle?
They know me there. I can kind of show off.
No, I really can't accept.
Maxine, go out with the man to dinner. He's clean, he's handsome. You owe yourself.
What time were you thinking about?
How about 8 o'clock?
All right. I'll meet you there.
Yeah. I look forward to it.
Oh.
Yes, thank you.
If I wind up in a dumpster, it's your fault.
Something's wrong when people can just put your son on drugs without permission.
The state has custody and guardianship of your son.
Yes, because I'm an alcoholic. But I'm in treatment for that. I've made a lot of progress, and I know I can get Ryan back. Ironically, I'll be clean, and he'll be all doped up.
Miss Kessler, you're Ryan's caseworker?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how was the decision to put Ryan Glinko on Ritalin made?
Janice was charged with drunk driving after a car accident that left 4 people hospitalized, including her son Ryan. Ryan was removed from his mother and placed in foster care. He was found to be chronically defiant of school rules, he was disruptive in class, and his test marks plummeted.
He was taken away and put with a foster family. Of course, his marks suffered.
DCF sent Ryan to a psychiatrist, and he was diagnosed with attention deficit disorder. Ritalin is the usual treatment.
Your Honor, Ryan's foster family, the Borers, house 5 other foster children, 4 of whom are also on Ritalin.
Foster children are proven to have a higher rate of ADD, right?
And is it a coincidence that they're all boys? And that all of them are under the care of Dr. Norman Golden?
Norman is the sole DCF-approved psychiatrist in this town.
All right, Mr. Bagage, I'm intrigued. I'd like to chat with Dr. Golden. And in the meantime, I'd like an immediate evaluation of Ryan Glinko by an independent psychiatrist.
There isn't another psychiatrist in town.
There's a whole world outside of Marston, Mr. Novotny. Avail yourself of it.
Good lunch?
I got hit on.
By a panhandler?
By a man for a date. Are they still called dates?
Well, if you said yes, it's called a pickup.
Oh, no, I believe a pickup is when you go somewhere with someone to have sex.
Oh, you did not have sex on your lunch hour.
You know I'm famous for that. Oh, I don't believe it. Susie got a judge to sign an OTC on that possible spousal abuse.
Is it a case of imminent danger?
Only when I take the boys from the house. The father will go berserk. She didn't even tell me to my face, just left it on my desk.
I don't like that look.
Well, if I never got the order, then how can I execute it?
Maxine, that's insubordination.
Yes, it is. And I'll probably be disciplined for that. Let's see. For embezzlement, Susie got a week's suspension with pay. For misplacing an order carelessly left on my desk, they'll, what? Make me eat ice cream?
I'm afraid I don't keep statistics on either ADD cases or what percentage of my patients are on any particular medication.
We don't need exact numbers, Dr. Golden.
I'm not going to guess in a court of law, Judge.
Doctor, you consult for Morris High School, don't you?
The school authorities refer patients to me, yes.
How many last year?
Approximately 60.
63. How many of those did you diagnose with ADD?
A fair number.
Does 46 sound about right?
Why don't we simply put Terry on the stand, Your Honor? Save us the bother of having the witness testify.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Novotny. If Dr. Golden will stop dragging his feet, then I will chastise Mr. Bogage.
How many of the 46 students you diagnosed with ADD are now on Ritalin?
All of them.
My God, it's an epidemic out there.
Your Honor, please.
I think we've made our point, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Bogage, I think you have. Miss Kessler, how fast can I get the medical records of all the DCF children under Dr. Golden's care?
Oh, that's hard to say. I guess we could ask Caitlin. It's hard to say.
Well, you have until tomorrow morning. I'm also going to issue a subpoena for Dr. Golden's records.
Those children are my current patients, Judge. I need those records.
Well, if you get them to me by tonight, you'll have them back by tomorrow morning. Court is adjourned.
So, where are you planning to stay tonight?
Oops.
Oh, you want some cheap wine to go with the crappy Chinese food?
No, thanks.
You sure? It enhances the taste of the MSG. Wait, you don't like MSG?
My doctor says not to drink.
Doctors always say that. They don't expect anybody to listen.
Actually, alcohol doesn't mix with my medication.
Oh. Psychiatric medication.
Something in the Prozac family.
It's going to be a very large family. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't joke about that, should I?
No, you shouldn't.
I'm sorry.
can't turn my mind off. I'm still having nightmares. Headaches, crying all the time.
Is the medication helping?
It takes a while for the drugs to take effect.
Hey, you want to try to time them so they kick in just as the band hits the stage. I'm sorry.
It's just that the trial's taking so long. Once it's over, I'm sure things will get better.
Maybe we should quit obsessing about the trial. So try to move on with our lives.
I think once they convict him, I'll feel a lot better. It's weird, isn't it? This is the guy who brought us together, and yet I'm hoping for the death penalty. That's a story for the grandkids.
They're staring at us.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's the racial thing?
I think it's small town America.
You don't like small town America, do you?
I think it's fine as long as it stays in a small town.
You could have gone home.
Now, if you want the files tonight.
What?
They don't exactly have a formal record system. Gonna have to dig through some back rooms.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's my job.
Cannot go out with this guy.
Recognize the pattern, Peter. You tell me I can't do something, then I do it.
Mother, you don't know him. What if he's one of these lurking scoundrels who takes advantage of senior citizens?
Maxine, you have a date? Yes, if you can watch Lauren for me.
No, absolutely not.
Peter, of course we will.
Mom, you're a perfect prey to one of these sorts of scams. Lonely with an income.
As you recall, Peter, you're furious at me for losing all my money on the stock market. You can't have it both ways. And why is it so hard for you to believe that I'm attractive to men?
You're my mother?
And I got that way by being attractive to men.
Well, look, at least give me his name so I can give something to the police when they call.
I don't know his name.
Oh, sweet mother of God. Hey, how are my girls?
So who'd you get
For what?
to babysit Rebecca?
My mother.
Oh, Mia.
Yes, Mia.
Oh, I didn't realize Mia was still in town. So is Mia staying at your place?
Driver, keep your hands on the wheel where I can see him.
He's just looking for his registration.
It's all right.
On the wheel, sir.
Evening. We're
License
actually...
and registration, please.
Does that mean he can take his hands off the steering wheel?
You weren't carrying any weapons, are you, sir?
No.
Any drugs or alcohol in the car?
No.
Mind if I take a look in your trunk?
No, I don't mind.
Well, I mind. What's your name?
Davidson.
Well, Officer Davidson, my name is Judge Gray.
Judge.
Yes, I'm in from Hartford. I'm a substitute for Judge Brinkman.
Stan Brinkman.
My court services officer, Mr. Van Exel, and I are here to adjudicate a case in your charming little town. And what I'd like to know is why you pulled us over.
It's all right, ma'am. You can drive on.
Thank you.
No, 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 no. It is not all right. I demand to know why you pulled Mr. Van Exel over.
He ran a stop sign.
No, he didn't.
I might have.
Look, I'm willing to give you a break here. Because you're a judge and you're doing us this big favor by swooping in from Hartford to dispense justice. Or we can do it the other way. I can arrest both of you because in this town, even a judge can't just run stop signs at will. So, which is it going to be, Judge?
I guess we'll say thank you and drive on.
You have a nice evening.
So this fellow, he looked at my resume and he said, Vanderbilt? Yeah, oh, yeah. I hear that Vanderbilt is the Harvard of the South. I said, oh, really? I'd always heard that Harvard was the Vanderbilt of the North.
Here, I always thought that Harvard was the Oxford of the colonies.
Well, truth be told, I've never met a man from Harvard that wasn't full of wind.
My daughter graduated from Harvard.
Well, I was talking about the man.
Yes.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Where's Jean-Luc tonight?
In France for a week.
Ah, Stéphane?
His night off.
They usually know me here.
Dinner was lovely, Jared. And you've been such charming company. I don't really need a visit from the chef to be impressed.
Am I being that obvious?
I haven't been treated so solicitously since I was being wooed.
Well, you got me. My palms haven't stopped sweating since I met you.
Shall I take that as a compliment?
Wish you would. 29 years as a social worker, huh? Right. Whew. Well, that's what they call God's work. I host some charities, but that's about as close as I ever get.
What kind of charities?
Oh, all kinds, mostly cancer research. My wife died of that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. She had a rough time. Yeah, just never seemed to lose hope, never seemed to lose her sense of humor, and just... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I don't usually talk about her that much.
No, I know how it is. I can't help but compare you to my Edward.
So how am I doing?
Well, I knew Edward longer. But I will say this, you have better hair. By which I mean you have hair.
That's a beginning. Here's the beginnings.
I'm sorry, sir. Your card has been declined.
No, it's not possible. Try again.
I already have, sir. Do you have any other cards?
Well, there's no limit on that card. Please try again.
There's an ATM next door.
I don't have an ATM card.
Do you have a checkbook?
Oh, people don't carry checkbooks around with them anymore.
I'm sorry, sir.
Look, I know Jean-Luc very well.
So you keep saying.
Jared, I can pay.
Oh, no, no, wait, now, this is not right. No, please, please, please. No, this is my evening, Maxine.
It can't be helped. I'll pay, and you can take me out another time.
Oh, but this is ridiculous. This... I don't know what to say. I mean, this is... humiliating.
Well, it's not the end of the world.
What are the odds of this happening?
Not very good.
Well, it pleases me on one level. This means that you have to see me one more time.
Why didn't you tell me?
Lisa, tell you what.
It's in your own damn newspaper. They're throwing out your identification. You must have known.
You've been a little upset lately. I didn't want to give you any more
Upset
bad
lately?
news.
This isn't a phase, Vincent. This is the most important thing in my life right now, and you lied to me about it.
I didn't lie to you.
Making a choice to keep it from me was a lie.
Lisa, sit down. Your identification will stand. This is a procedural misfire.
I don't care so much that your testimony was thrown out, but you didn't bother to tell me.
Sometimes, when people are under stress, they can lose perspective.
What does that mean? You think I'm crazy?
You want the guy to get the death penalty?
Vincent, he's a murderer. Maybe you'd rather be with someone who's less trouble.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Socrates?
Hey, I didn't hear you come in.
It's like the library in here. Where are the girls?
Everyone's upstairs entertaining Lauren. Evie and Jillian are competing for her attention.
Child has a tough life.
How's your dinner?
Fine. Except that you were right. And you know how it pains me to say that.
What happened?
He conveniently forgot his money again.
Oh, Mother. Give me his address.
Peter, forget about it. It's not a lot of money. My pride is hurt most of all. I can't believe I'm so naive. If wisdom doesn't come with age, then why bother getting old?
Sorry, Mom.
Me too. Okay, Socrates, you and me again.
Found the last box
Where was it?
in the basement in the baby Jesus' manger from the Christmas pageant. Enjoy your reading.
Bruce, back there with the cop, I think I crossed some kind of line.
Don't worry about it.
Because I knew it wasn't about running a stop sign, and I thought I had to say something.
Either way, it's my battle to fight.
I'm sorry.
I'm from DCF. Somebody paged me.
It was me, Maxine. First and foremost, they caught Eddie Del Bello red-handed. So obviously, I did the right thing.
Where's Alma?
Removing the children. I mean, no one will disagree that those boys had to be removed from the murderer's father.
You snatched the kids.
At least the boys are safe. Maxine, those boys are safe.
Get away from me.
I'm telling you.
Get away from me.
That's not right.
How can this not be right?
She likes the bananas arranged in a little smiley face. Evie knows. Let Evie do it.
Evie should stay off her feet.
Oh, I don't mind. I want Evie to do it.
Maxine, don't you feel well?
Had a late night. I'm giving myself the morning off.
Can you take me to school?
No. Evie needs to eat breakfast.
I can eat later. Please.
Lauren, I told your mother I would take care of you, so I will. Evie will relax here and read the paper and eat something while I walk you to school.
But...
Please don't argue. Goodbye, everyone.
I know what that's about.
Really?
Jillian's afraid that if I spend any time with Lauren, then my maternal instincts will get all strong, and then I won't want to give up the baby.
What do you think?
I think it's gonna be hell when I give up my baby, so nothing can make it any better or worse.
According to these records, you are the principal of a school where 10% of the students are on Ritalin.
Judge, it's not my job to question diagnoses.
No, but you are responsible for pointing out problem children, almost all of whom are boys.
My first priority is to create a suitable learning environment.
An environment which is maintained by widespread doping.
Your Honor, are you accusing the school, the psychiatrist, the Department of Children and Families, or the entire medical community?
What is it with you people? Is no one besides me concerned about this pattern?
I am concerned for my son, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Cavallo. All right, let's talk about Ryan Glinko. An independent psychiatrist examined Ryan Glinko and found no evidence of ADD. I quote, "The administration of Ritalin is excessive and unwarranted. Therefore, I am ordering that Ryan Glinko be reunited with his mother."
Your Honor, Janice is only halfway through her court-ordered rehabilitation program.
And by all accounts, she's doing very well. You'll have to look after the situation, Ms. Kessler. And frankly, unless Ms. Glinko forces her son to drink with her, I can't see that she can do a much worse job than DCF. This seems like a nice town filled with nice people, but there is a kind of intolerance here, which leads to people feeling ostracized because they are different, or to boys being drugged because they are boisterous. So, I am ordering a transcript of these proceedings to be sent to the State Psychiatric Licensing Board, also the School Board, the Commissioner of DCF, and the State Attorney General. Have I left anybody unscathed? Because I'm in a fairly scathing mood. Good. Court is adjourned.
Shall we get the hell out of Dodge, Mr. Van Exel?
Judge Gray, about last night.
I know. I was out of line.
No, I was. It's hard to be humiliated in front of somebody you respect.
The respect is mutual.
Maxine, I was just about to pay you a visit.
Oh, I'll save you the trouble. This is my resignation.
I'm sorry, I can't accept that.
I'm pretty sure I'm not giving you a choice.
I heard about the tragic death that came about.
Death that came about? That's nicely said, Jim. Susie Dixon is as responsible for Alma Del Bello's death as the man who pulled the trigger.
Now, hold on.
Look, this job can break your heart in 1,000 ways that I can't control. But for someone's political agenda, that I can control.
Susie was wrong. You were right.
Tell that to those children with a dead mother.
Maxine, I tried to settle this dispute quietly, in-house, with minimum disruption. Susie promised to cooperate.
Why did you need her at all?
I don't have anyone else to run the department right now, do I?
No, you don't.
Then you understand my position.
Do you mean you're still going to keep her on?
My hands are tied.
You're blackmailing me.
Whatever it takes, Maxine.
How long are we talking about?
You'll have to do it on a temporary basis.
What happens to Miss Dixon?
We'll put her behind a desk, cross-checking medical records till the investigation is over.
Damn you.
Is that a yes?
Hey, we could be one of those couples that solves every dispute by having wild monkey sex.
God, I hope so.
Oh, man. I gotta be at the highway department meeting at 6.
You and your glamorous lifestyle.
Hey, those exit ramps are deteriorating. Somebody has to speak out.
Well, far be it from me to interfere with interstate travel.
Wait, if there's something wrong in society, my job is to right it.
Look, don't overreact.
What do you have a gun?
The guy is probably gonna get off.
What do you need to do? You shoot him?
I'm scared, all right? All the time. Every day.
The guy's up on a murder charge. He's not gonna get off.
You don't know what it's like.
I don't. Excuse me. I seem to recall that I was the one who got shot.
Well, maybe I need more of a sense of control over my life than you do.
What does that mean?
The report said you had to be persuaded. What, you were afraid to identify him? Vincent, this guy tried to kill us both, and you wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt.
You're not afraid of him. You're angry at me. I told you I'm not a hero.
Don't have to keep proving it.
The house is quiet. Where is everyone?
Jillian and Evie took Lauren out for ice cream.
I'll get it. What the hell are you doing here?
Well, I'm sorry to stop by like this, but you won't return my phone calls.
How did you get my address?
I have contacts.
You're stalking me.
Maxine, This is all a big misunderstanding.
I'll say it is. I don't want to see you. I don't want your flowers. I don't want to be subjected to any more of your scams.
You have got me all wrong.
This might come as a surprise to you, but I am not a desperate old widow willing to be taken advantage of. I have a full life, and I don't want people like you in it.
Mr. Duff? Hello?
You know him?
Well, not personally.
Excuse me a moment.
Mother, that's Jared Duff. Forbes 500 Jared Duff. 100 most powerful CEOs Jared Duff. Titan of finance Jared Duff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Mom, you go right out there and make up with him.
Why didn't you just tell me?
I couldn't find a graceful way.
Well, this is all quite embarrassing.
Maxine, I just want to take you to dinner.
I'm not very good at this kind of thing.
Oh, so I am? Look, I've been alone for 3 years. My wife's things are still in her closet. I'm not the kind of person that moves fast. I haven't wanted to ask a woman to dinner in a long time. I'll be damned if I'm going to let you get away and pay the check.
Are we going in that?
If you don't mind.
I don't. I'll go and change.
Huh? You look like $1 million to me.
Well, you would know.
Huh?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.